If you're seeing this now, guess what?
It's a new episode, baby.
And we didn't get cancelled last week.
Almost.
Some of you tried to.
Almost.
You can't cancel us.
So we make sure we don't get cancelled. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, comment, whatever the hell you want. But most importantly, enjoy the video.
Let's go.
All right, let's get into the fucking episode.
How are you, Yaz?
I'm doing all right, brother.
You good?
Yeah.
How was your week?
Blood's boiling a little bit.
Why?
Oh, just stupidity. Stupidity across the internet.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Should we get straight into it?
Might as well.
Might as well.
Let's do
Yeah?
it. Yeah.
So we posted a video. Last week, right? That I still, to this day, find one of the funniest videos we've posted. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Right? Long story short, should I play a bit of audio?
Sure.
Yeah.
A friend of mine had a wedding on Saturday night
Okay.
at Taronga Zoo. It was an Assyrian wedding.
Yeah.
They have the drums. They also have the big Arab drums that come in, right? All of that stuff. Taronga Zoo emails them before the wedding and says, hey, you can't have drums. We will shut down the whole thing. We can't have that. And then the bride was like, I want a reason. I want to know why. Do you know what the response was?
I can imagine. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was like, oh, animals get scared.
Yeah.
But
That's not the reason.
there's a very specific animal and a very specific reason.
Okay, what?
So essentially they said, so she pushed back and was like, it's part of the culture and whatnot. And so she asked for a good reason. And then she responded and said that they can't because they've had a habit where a couple of times they found the kangaroos committed suicide. and the way they do it is they bang their heads against the wall of the enclosure.
What are you laughing at? All right, let's stop the audio there. We'll stop the audio there.
That's a funny video.
It's a fucking hilarious video,
It
right?
is.
But somehow, I don't know what the fuck this social media algorithm did.
Yeah.
But it sent it to people's For You pages and people's feeds that are definitely in the uneducated bogan realm of Australia. If you are commenting, right,
Yeah.
the shit that I saw on there, you are intellectually poor. You are so dumb and at the bottom of the gene pool for the shit that people were commenting, bro.
What were they saying?
Have you gone through them?
I've seen like some, I guess, but
Bro,
like,
I tried so hard not to like
reply to
reply
everyone.
to
No,
everyone,
You can't.
but I had to. Like,
Oh, you did?
yes, people were
he's so petty.
people were so angry, right, at the fact that we're laughing at kangaroos that killed themselves because of Arabic drums. But in
they
reality,
didn't.
bro, that's not even real.
Yeah.
We're laughing at the fact that was Taronga Zoo's response
Yeah.
to not having Arabic drums.
Oh, people thought like kangaroos actually
Yes.
do that.
Yes, that's why people were commenting. They're like, "How dare you laugh at a poor little kangaroo that's in distress?" It's a hypothetical. It's not. It's not fucking real. Can we go through some of these messages? Some of these comments. Sorry.
Please tell me.
Someone just commented and goes, Habib and Muhammad.
But this is what I mean. Like it reached this uneducated bogan side of Australia, right? People that have literally no education. It's very obvious they have no education. And not just that, I'm going to play the race card here. They would take any opportunity to shit on two Arabs on a podcast. Doesn't matter.
Kangaroos!
Yeah, bro. One chick's like, "Oh my god, you guys are so racist comparing kangaroos to white people."
Huh?
What?
Where the fuck did that come from?
What is that? How did that doesn't even make sense?
It makes no sense, but that's one of the comments.
So people actually thought that Taronga Zoo was giving a legitimate answer, saying that kangaroos actually kill themselves when they listen to Lebanese
Yeah,
drums.
which I don't think in the history of Australia that has ever happened. Because let's be honest, it would make the news.
100%.
Like Daily Mail would be all over that shit.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? So you're dumb. You guys are dumb. I posted something on my Instagram. I'm going to read it out. I did have to stop myself from replying to like everyone that was just commenting stupidity.
Yeah.
So I decided to just put a story up.
Okay.
By the way, this story got like 20,000 story views. I don't know
shit.
how, right? It went berserk. So I said, we don't usually waste time on stupidity, but let's make one thing clear. Kangaroos can't biologically try to kill themselves, and they definitely don't smash their heads against walls. If you actually believe that, congrats. You've officially earned a spot in the intellectual bargain bin. They're marsupials, not Marvel villains. If you genuinely believe that that's what kangaroos do, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe the National Geographic isn't for you. Maybe just log off, hydrate, try again tomorrow.
Love that.
Love always, Yaz.
Good. That's good. That's very caring.
But dude, some of these comments, man, and I wish I could bring them up. I'm so upset they're not here anymore. This is not funny at all. This sounds unbearable to them. If someone is insensitive to animals, maybe choose a different venue and not a zoo. No one's insensitive to animals. Like the first thing we said in the segment of us talking about this was, all right, we understand that animals might get stressed out from loud noises.
Yeah.
But we're laughing at the fact that Taronga Zoo said
Responded with that.
kangaroos don't like Arabic drums and they will kill themselves by smashing their heads against the walls. And people believe it. Anyways, let's not go too far into it.
Yeah, couldn't believe. There's a lot of sensitivity.
So much sensitivity.
A lot of sensitivity.
Oh, we got reported to the Commissioner of the Australian Animal Welfare or something like that, by the way.
Why? What did we do to the animal? Like we're just sitting and talking.
Bro, people made it out as if we had a fucking baby Joey, like a little kangaroo in our studio, and we
were
slit
torturing it.
and we full slit its neck on camera. Do you know what I mean?
It's crazy. I'm telling you, the sensitivity these days is crazy.
Fun fact, that same night, went to my local pub.
Yeah.
You know what I ordered? A fucking kangaroo steak. Because that's us.
You know what? That's something you definitely
Are we
do
not like
anyways.
one of the only countries in the world where our national animal is actually on the menu?
Probably.
Dave, this is where we
Yeah.
need you to come in.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
we
I
might-
did see another comment on TikTok before saying how it's hypocritical of people to laugh at you guys, but it's literally legal to hunt kangaroos in Australia.
Yeah,
It's
you can
legal to
hunt
shoot them.
kangaroos.
Like, don't have a go at you guys for that.
That's funny, bro.
Have you had kangaroo meat before?
Yeah, I have.
It's quite tough.
Tough. Very tough. Very, very, very tough.
Not my first choice of cut.
Okay, so the French national animal is a rooster or a chicken.
Not a snail.
So they eat those, not a snail. Japan, the green pheasant is a bird that's sometimes eaten. South Africa, some people eat springboks. Apart from that,
So you're
not
right.
too
So I was
many.
completely wrong. I was completely wrong. But still, it's our national animal and it's on our menus. We can eat it.
It's crazy.
Right? And just for everyone out there, just a quick tip.
Chill out. Chill out.
Just chill.
Chill out.
Relax. Calm down. It's not a real situation. I don't think any kangaroo at Taronga Zoo. Taronga Zoo, feel free to respond to us. Honestly, respond.
And mind you, these are the same type of people that look like they grew up around our age as well,
Yeah.
which makes even more less sense because back in the days, it was 10 times worse.
How did you survive? Everyone commenting
Yeah.
the stupidity and the cancel culture khara that comes with it, right? How did you survive the 2000s?
Yeah, it was, and it wasn't even like that long ago where a lot of shit, got put onto, social media and mainstream media and like so normalized.
Bro, was it HBO? Was it HBO that signed Chris Lilley's
Chris Lilley.
They signed Chris Lilley's show after Summer Heights High. What was it called, Dave?
Angry Boys.
No, Angry Boys came before.
Oh, yeah.
There was another-
No, Angry
Oh, was
Boys
it
was
Angry
after.
Boys?
Yeah,
Angry
yeah, yeah.
Boys.
Was
Yeah.
Angry Boys the one where he played a black character?
Yeah, and he played
yeah.
the Asian mum.
Yeah.
What? Can you find out what year that came out, Dave?
2011.
2011. We're talking 14 years ago. 14 years. That is nothing on the timeline of humanity.
Literally nothing, considering that 14 years ago it was so normal to just, watch Chris Lilley.
We almost got cancelled, Feras, for talking about a hypothetical kangaroo that killed himself over Arabic drums, while Chris Lilley is walking around with blackface on.
Literally.
Bro, Chris Lilley's song that he released on that show. Tell me you guys remember it.
No. What do you mean?
It's called Squash.
Oh, yes.
S.mouse.
Yeah.
S.mouse.
Yeah.
A character called S.mouse.
Yeah.
Photo up, right?
Yeah.
Which is an African-American character. The young rapper comes from a rich family, right? And he hears about an Aboriginal kid that got run over in Australia by a truck. So he wrote a song called Squash. Anyway, you know what? I want to talk about this, but I'm a bit worried. So because there's no black people in the studio.
We need a mediator.
Yeah, I don't like talking about like anything that the black community has a say in.
Of course, bring him in. You know what?
Yeah.
I would rather, if someone had something to say about Arabs, I would rather him give me a call and be like, "Look, man, I'd like for you to moderate this conversation, just in case if we slip up, we'd like to learn and educate ourselves as well." So it's great.
Reese, Waylon, or Bobby, who we call him?
Kwame, call Kwame.
Is it because his name was blacker than the rest?
Kwame. Yeah, give Kwame a call. Hey,
What's up?
What's happening?
What's up, K-Time? What's happening?
Not much. Chilling. What are you guys up to?
Just recording the
you
podcast,
guys?
bro. Listen, we're talking about this this topic that just came up about cancel culture and all this bullshit, right? So, do you remember Angry Boys, Chris Lilley?
The little white dude.
Well, yeah. Chris Lilley's a little white dude, but do you remember the TV show Angry Boys?
Angry Boys. Oh yeah, bruh. Right, my childhood.
He plays one of the characters is an African American by the name S.mouse.
Slap my L.
Slap my elbow. He knows it. All right, cool.
Bruh.
does he know why you call? You didn't explain to him why you
Bro.
just
Yeah,
called him.
so let me explain to you. So we want to talk about this, but it feels uncomfortable to talk about this without having a black person in the studio with us. So as my token black mate, we're calling you up to moderate.
Here we go.
Is that all good? You happy to moderate?
Alright, type shit.
All right, amazing. I love it. Cool. Can we just try one thing? He had a song. I don't remember. Do you remember the song that he released that was quite controversial?
Bro, I feel like everything on that show was. I can't remember.
All right, so I'll say the beginning of it. You just say the end of it. If he clicks into you, all right. Chris Lilley released a song. It was called "Squashed."
Niggas.
Without the S, one more time. Anyways, so just sit there, bro. If we say anything that you think we might be crossing the line, just feel free to chip in and be like,
Step in, educate us.
educate
Kwame.
us a little
Here we
bit,
go,
and
here
we
we go.
might throw to you here and there, right? So, anyways, yeah, Chris Lilley.
Wow.
Bro, I can't believe he that. I
Bro,
can't
that was
even
on
remember that
TV,
happening.
man.
What'd you say,
That was on like TV, bro.
bro? That was signed to HBO.
That was like normal.
Yeah, I genuinely didn't even remember that song like until you brought it up.
The song's still up on Spotify as well.
Is it actually?
Yeah, I just found it here.
Can we play it? Can you play it off
Was
your
it on
laptop?
Yeah.
Spotify?
It should be still up on Spotify. What's
Yeah,
the
it's
song
on
called again?
Spotify.
Kwame? Squashed.
Nigga.
I'm gonna hang out with you more so we could just like
It's like.
Here we go.
All right, let's hear the song.
This
How is this motherfucker
okay,
This
still
wasn't
walking
even like
around?
a
Like,
topic
wait.
back then.
bro,
like,
bro.
It wasn't even slightly like back
How
then.
did he get away with this? I need to know. I can't believe
Kwame, what do you like? Honestly, you as a person, you hear that? Do you think that's comedy? That's funny, or are you like I'm a little bit offended?
The
And
thing
you're
is, like,
speaking on
all these
behalf of
shows
you,
were
not all people.
They're always pushing boundaries and stuff like that. And like, I feel like if anyone could get away with it, it was really him and like the characters he kind of played.
Like, could Chris
But I'm
Lilley?
trying to think back, and I'm like, bro, that was so normal. We just laugh at it back then.
If Chris Lilley was to repeat that and do season 2 of
Oh
Angry
my
Boys,
God.
and come out with S.mouse again, S.mouse, whatever the fuck his name was, and he releases another song similar to that, would you be like, haha, that's funny? Or would you be like, all right, now we're, the world has changed?
Ooh, that's a
Bro,
good question.
like, there's no way they could even write like the name on paper right now.
Yeah, literally.
It's
There's
wild.
no way.
But anyways, what I'm saying is, fuck, bro. We almost got cancelled for a hypothetical story about a kangaroo that killed itself.
And then we have Chris Lilley doing all that shit. That's insane to me. So according to the World Happiness Report, these are the top 5 happiest countries in the world.
Top 5 happiest countries?
Yeah. Can you guess what would be number 5?
No. I'll try to guess number 1.
Okay.
But let's go. Give me number 5.
Number 5, the Netherlands.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Very progressive, the Netherlands.
Yeah, everyone's on fucking bicycles. Of course you're going to be happy.
And- and-
They also love doing blackface there.
Where the fuck did that come from?
They love doing it.
What do you mean they love doing
They
blackface?
always do blackface.
So what, you think that contributes to the happiness report?
Maybe they enjoy it.
What the fuck,
I
Dave?
don't know if that contributes, but
Okay,
like, they're not
alright.
that progressive in some ways.
Okay, all right, definitely not that progressive.
Oh, God, that's funny.
bro, Dave, I love you. Number 4, Sweden.
Sweden, Netherlands, same.
Yeah,
They're not.
They're not the same country.
No, I know they're the same country, but they're similar, aren't they?
do they do blackface?
Oh, they like the
Okay,
Swedish chocolate.
Chocolate, yeah, okay. I feel like
Girls, hot girls.
if I saw like an IKEA commercial, I always feel happy when I watch the IKEA commercial. So I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a vibe about Swedish people. So,
I
yeah,
agree.
Warm, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Top 4.
Number 3, Iceland.
I call bullshit. Iceland?
Yeah, like how happy are they? What's happening in Iceland?
I couldn't tell you
Not
one
much
thing.
is happening in Iceland, at all.
I couldn't tell you why that's
Yeah,
number 3.
well, fuck, they're doing something.
They got the Northern Lights.
Ooh, fancy. Number 2, Denmark.
I feel like these countries are so close
Yeah, it's
together.
all of the
Yeah, you know
Scandinavian
what? Okay,
countries.
I think I'm going to jump in here. I think it's got to do with the sun. A lot of these countries have like longer days or like longer nights or something.
Yeah, but
I think it's
that
got to
also
do
means
with
they have
that.
shorter days and shorter nights in winter.
Yeah, it's true.
But maybe that sort of schedule works for them.
It could.
Maybe, I don't know, something got to do with that. Who knows? And number 1,
Oh, can we guess it?
yes, go.
Dave?
Oh, Norway.
Oh, okay, hold on. Why'd you say it like that? Like you definitely knew the answer.
Because it just makes sense. If those are all the Scandinavian countries, that's the one that hasn't been named yet.
Do we have a
Norway is in the top 10.
Oh,
I
but it's
won't
not
say
number 1.
I won't say if it's 1 or not, but it is in the top
The
10.
number 1 happiest country in the world is definitely not Germany.
No.
They're so fucking angry over there. Germans are always angry, aren't they?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't have to tell me, brother.
They just David's a Jew for anyone who didn't understand.
People are
that.
like, I don't get the joke. Dave's Jewish.
I love that. Yeah, number 1. Yeah.
Is it Finland?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, because I just looked up, and I'll tell you why. And I think that's the reason all the top countries are Scandinavian. I just Googled homelessness in Scandinavia, and it says Finland have reduced homelessness almost completely.
Holy shit.
And all those Scandinavian countries have really strong like social welfare systems. So like
There you
there's
go.
very little poverty. Like people don't starve there and shit.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. That's your top 5 list of the happiest countries in the world.
What a way to finish. You like that one?
Dude, I didn't expect that. Something wild happened the other day. I got a police report written about me.
What?
Yeah.
Elaborate, please.
So it was actually last week when I was editing the trailer. I was at my parents' house and I really needed to go. I was going to go to the gym. And then my laptop was exporting the video.
And you accidentally
In my car?
You accidentally exported your history. Everything you've been hiding, all those skeletons in your laptop, finally got released to the public.
Yeah. No. So I had it exporting in the passenger seat of my car. And then I went to the petrol station and I filled up my car. And anyways, I did what I needed to do on the laptop, closed my laptop, went to the gym, had a great session, went home, ate, sat in bed, and then just was thinking about my day and then realized, oh, I didn't pay for my fuel.
Oh, you fucking idiot. You
Bro, this is like 6 hours later.
Yeah. It's happened before.
I didn't pay for my fuel and I'm in bed, bro. And the servo that I went to is about half an hour.
Shit. What did you do?
And it's about 11:30 at night. I tried giving them a call to be like, "Hey guys, like I'll come in tomorrow. Don't stress." Like,
what company of petrol station was it? I'm just curious. I want to get the whole image.
It was BP.
It was a BP
Yeah,
too. One of the big boys.
Yeah, bro.
The big
like,
BPs for big players.
yeah, you get the AFP
Yeah,
on your
they're-
ass, cuz.
they're
Yeah.
big players in the game.
Bro, they'll deport me and I was born here. So I had to go all the way back in the middle of the night and the poor guy, his eyes lit up when I
he saw
came
you.
because he thought he was going to get fired.
That was not his fault.
He was like, brother, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Look, I wrote this police report about you. I was going to give it to a police station. And then he was like, I'm so sorry. I realized that you drove off and I was making coffee and I didn't pay attention. Bro, he was giving me this whole life story.
he
like
blamed
as
it on
if-
himself.
Yeah, like he was going to get fired and shit.
He gaslit
And
himself.
I swear to
gaslit
God.
himself.
And then I was like, no, it's really okay. I'm sorry. Like, it's okay. He's like, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming. And I'm like, it's fine. It was my fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, I almost went to jail tonight, not you.
I'll tell you a similar situation.
Yeah.
Right. That happened with my brother Cal. All right. This is
Okay.
back when I was playing footy back in the days.
Yeah.
So it might have been like under 16s or under 17s. I don't know. We're playing against Seven Hills. Right.
Okay.
Now, Seven Hills has some rough players. Right. They come from rough areas, had a rough upbringing. They don't take shit from nobody.
Yeah.
Right? We're from the hills. We're a bit upper class.
Yeah.
You know, some might call us silver spoon babies, all right? Is that what it's called? Silver spoon babies? Anyways, we get on the field. Trouble starts breaking out, right? There's a massive brawl. My brother, you know Cal, he's
Yeah.
a bit of a hothead,
Yeah.
right? He doesn't let shit slide. He sees me get dog shot from the back, right?
Okay.
I get dog shot from the back by some big fob bloke. What does my brother do? Jumps the fence. He jumps the fence and runs on the field. This is a big no-no.
Yeah.
It's a big no-no. What's on the field is already insured to be on the field, right? If you have a fight, you get injured, insurance covers it.
Yeah.
It's a contact sport. He's a bystander. So he jumps on, whatever. Long story short, he gets kicked out of the game. He gets kicked off the, out of the, what do you call it? Field, stadium,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Gets taken outside. Cops get called. He leaves. I told him, I said, bro, just leave. There's no point staying here, right?
Yeah.
That night, we're at home having dinner. We get a knock on the door. There's like 5 police officers, bro. I'm like, fuck. Someone pressed charges. I don't know. My brother must have done something because I didn't think he did anything. In my head, I'm like, he must have hit someone.
So you just saw him jump the fence and
He jumped the fence. He ran up. I jumped in between. I said, bro, just leave it. Like, this isn't.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
your fight, bro. Relax.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So then 5 officers are at the door. Oh, we're looking for Cal, blah, 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 whatever. And we're like, fuck, this is going to be bad. If he hits someone and someone press charges, there's going to be issues, like big problems. It could be jail time. It could be
Yeah.
whatever, right? The cop looks at him. He goes, mate, did you forget to pay petrol at the 7-Eleven on blah, blah, blah? So when he left the footy game, he went and filled that petrol,
And he was that
must have
disoriented.
He was that
Yeah.
disoriented with what just happened. I think he just drove away.
That's hilarious.
And we're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, take the money. Gosh.
It happens a lot, bro.
Well, look, if you've for the people that are listening, if you've ever done something illegal by accident, let us know.
Yeah, I've walked out of a jewelry store with a very expensive piece of jewelry.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't want to say the jeweler. You know the jeweler. by the
Okay.
way. It's in Parramatta.
Oh yeah.
Chris Lilley,
I know.
you know who
I
works there?
Yeah.
Okay. So close friend used to work there.
Yeah.
So they were a bit more lenient with me looking at the jewelry and trying it on.
Oh my God.
There was this one, I think it was Gucci. It was a Gucci necklace with a tiger head and like green
like emerald
Emeralds
eyes.
in the eyes. I was like, bro, I want it. It was $12,500.
Holy shit.
He was like, try it on. I was like, okay, cool. So I tried it on. I was looking at it or whatever. And then I spotted something else. And I'm like, bro, how much are you selling this Rolex for? And he's like, well, I started talking about the Rolex, right? Try on the Rolex,
put it back, try on a bracelet, put it back. I'm like, all right, bro, I got to run off to dinner. Like, good chat and whatever. Shake his hand, I go to dinner. As I get to dinner, the person that I'm with looks at me and goes, that's a nice necklace. And I'm like,
What necklace?
I'm like,
Holy fuck.
I'm like, yeah, I've had it since I was 16. It's the same one, right? I've been wearing it since I was 16. And I pull it and I feel that it feels different. And I'm like,
Oh.
and I look at it and it's the fucking $12,500 Gucci
Bro,
necklace.
didn't it feel heavier than your fucking
No.
typical
'Cause
necklaces?
let's be honest, it's not worth $12,500. Gucci brand is worth $12,500.
Yeah, true.
And I was like, oh, fuck. And then I had to battle my morals here.
oh, that's so
Do I take it back? Do I keep it? What do? I took it back.
That's so
I
bad.
took it back.
That kind of somewhat reminds me of my AP, my fake AP. The story of the fake AP.
Changed our lives forever. that watch. Only just recently I gave Feras permission to tell people that it's fake.
Yeah. So, So I had a really, really, really good fake AP watch. For those of you who don't know what an AP is, like a very luxurious watch
Do you even know what AP stands for?
No, I actually don't. Something I know it, but it literally slipped my mind.
What is it? Let's try.
Like I could probably finish your sentence.
Piget.
Yeah. Something
Augusta Piget. No, it's
not Piget, but
Dave.
what is it, Dave?
It's Audemars Piguet.
Yeah. Anyway,
Wait, we're gonna get roasted by some.
Yeah, I
watch
probably
people.
pronounced that.
We're gonna get
wrong,
so
but
fucking
and-
wrong.
but
I don't give a fuck. My phone tells the time.
It's literally the reason why it's fake because we don't know enough about any of this shit.
Yeah.
But it was a really good fake.
Like, so you understand how good of a fake this watch was? It was still probably like $1,500 to $2,000.
Yeah.
It's a A1 fake. Like, it probably has real material.
No. It was actually more than that. I promise you. It
was more than $2,000?
It was about like $3,000 to $4,000.
There you go.
Something like that. I got gifted.
But the original, the actual watch is probably worth like $100.
Yeah. Like it's ridiculous. Like I should not be seen wearing that watch. People
No,
would
it's
be
a
like,
$100,000 watch.
You're either
Yeah.
lying or you're a drug dealer.
100%.
So I was going on holidays and Yaz and I left my watch at my house and Yaz pretty much asked if he could take care of it.
By the way, at this point, I think it's a real watch.
Oh, that's right.
Very important to understand.
That's a very, very important piece of information.
Like I was in my bachelor days. I had a bit of clout around me at the time, and I was like, bro, if I rock this AP, game over.
And the reason why Yaz did believe why I own such a fancy watch is because at that time I was in a very high-paying commission sales role.
Yeah.
So it was normal for me to be like, oh yeah, I just got X amount of commission.
But you also got gifted that watch from someone. Didn't you get gifted that watch, or am I tripping out?
No. I got gifted that watch, but obviously I wasn't going to tell you someone gifted me $100,000 AP.
But the thing is, that person that had gifted it to you is able to spend $100,000 on a watch.
Yeah.
So it was believable.
Yeah. So Yaz definitely believed it. So he was taking care of the watch, and Yaz, you can explain to our viewers what happened.
All right, great watch. I wore it regularly on a daily basis. I wore it to very big meetings that I had coming up. I'm telling you right now, let me explain to you certain things that happened in my life during that time, right? It was when I had decided I'm going to release music as an individual artist myself.
Oh, wow.
Not write for other people, not like...
So you had an image to uphold.
I had an image to uphold. So I went into meetings with record labels, right? And the amount of times that someone would sit there and go, dude, that's a really nice watch. Can I see it? And here's the thing about fake watches, right? If you have a fake watch, you don't take it off your wrist and you don't give it to people because they realize it's fake.
Yeah,
I think it's real. So what do? Dude, here. I take my watch off, I give it to him.
Play around with it.
Yeah, I give it to him, right? And that in itself is already confidence that it's a real watch. So now the person I'm handing it to thinks it's a real watch. They look at it, they examine it. It's an A-grade replica. They're like, holy shit, this is a real watch.
Yeah.
This guy's about it, right? This guy's about it. So what does that get me? It gets me a record deal, right? I'm telling you now, that watch got me my first record deal. I signed a 6-song record deal. I then have a meeting with like heads of radio, like music and blah, 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 whatever, right? Same thing happens. The guy looks at my watch and goes, dude, that's a really nice watch. I'm like, bro, here, take it off.
Yeah,
give it to him again.
You're welcome,
right?
bro.
They love it. Then what happens? Meeting with MTV. I walk in with this watch. The guy that I have a meeting with is also wearing an AP. So we start talking about APs and watches, and he's like, where'd you get this one from? I'm like, and I used your story. I got it gifted by a guy, blah, 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 whatever. They got really excited, right? My song debuts on MTV, my first ever release.
Oh my God.
It got me through so
I
many.
didn't know.
It got me through so many doors, bro. And then there was the last door it got me through. Going to the AP store.
Yeah. You
piece of dog shit.
Yeah, he was very angry. I got a long chain of text messages
It was
that
the
day.
last time I had ever walked in wearing that watch.
How confident were you walking into the store?
So
as
confident.
Did you need to get it fixed or like why were you going in?
Why'd you
Clean.
take
I
it?
wanted to get it
just
clean
clean,
for
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So I could give it back to him shiny, beautiful, service, ready to go. These watches are crazy, bro. You service them like cars. It's insane. So I take it in there and I give it to him like I'm some boss. Like I'm some boss.
Yeah, like you own the shit.
Like I own this shit. Like, yeah, bro, you get paid $27 an hour to be here.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm wearing a $100,000 watch.
Okay,
I'm like, I need this cleaned.
Okay. Firstly, how quickly and what was the reaction?
Bro, I walk in there, I give him the watch. I said, I just need this clean. Like, don't worry, nothing too crazy. Just like, make it look pretty again. And he's like, yeah, I got you, whatever. He looks at it. Asian bloke, bro, looks at it, like examining it. You can tell he loves his watches, right? He kind of like does this weird pullback when he looks at something on the watch.
Oh, no.
And then he looks at me and goes, I'm just going to check something. I'm like, yeah, no worries. He goes and gets those little zoom in.
Oh, can I just say, you're fucked when he gets that out.
Yeah.
Where he gets whatever the hell that is, whatever he's looking at.
Yeah, and he starts looking at it, and he starts looking at it. He goes, do you mind if I open the watch?
And they do this. They do.
Yeah, they do the sound check. They do the sound check. He looks at the watch and he goes, do you mind if I open it? I said, no, don't open it. I go, it's not really my watch. It's like a friend's watch, whatever. And he goes, where'd he get it from? I said, he got it gifted. And he looks at me and like smiles. And he goes, it's a fake. And I go, it's not a fake. He goes, it's a fake and I cannot touch this watch.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I can guarantee you, it's not a fucking fake. You work at this store. You don't even know what the fuck it is. You're lying.
Oh, you double down.
I double down. I go, what are you talking about? Yeah. Long story short, he gets it confirmed by someone else. It's a fake. He gives it back to me. I knew that they started laughing at me when I left. It was really embarrassing.
100%.
Anyways, first and last time I ever wore that watch. Can I ask you a question?
Oh, no. Here we
No,
go.
it's just a normal question.
Okay.
So you won Australian Survivor. I'm just curious. You won Australian Survivor. You were granted $500,000 for your efforts, right?
My efforts. Thanks.
Didn't you want to go celebrate by buying a nice little Rolex or something? You didn't think about that?
I'm not interested. I'm just not. I'm full not. I don't care.
I love Rolexes, man.
I don't care. I'm full not interested at all. And I don't think I ever will be, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you spent that money on anything materialistic?
Nah.
Nothing?
Not really. Nah. The first thing I did was bought a drone.
You're such a child. He's a child.
Hey, Dave, I swear to you, that same fucking day, yeah, I got the money. I went straight to JB Hi-Fi.
That's like barely one level away from just buying a jet ski.
Bro,
as
you're
soon as
going to
you get
die.
high.
You're going to die. I went straight to JB Hi-Fi and I chose out the drone. Still bargained with him.
You're lying.
And I still got a discount.